Good afternoon. I'm Firas, the founder and CEO of CygnusMed, and I'm very happy to be here today to introduce to you our new device, the Endovascular. I spent the last 25 years doing neurointerventional procedure. By early 2022, I crossed the 10,000 mark. Out of this clinical experience came the idea of the Endovascular. Endovascular intervention are today mainstream medicine, estimated to reach 10 million procedures a year in the US alone. And as you can see in the right side of the slide, all these cases, the operator will have to insert a catheter inside the blood vessel. The other end of the catheter, outside the patient, will be attached to what we call hemostatic valve to stop bleeding and allow pressurized saline flushing of the catheter, so blood does not back up into it and clot. However, with this system, there's three major problems. There's non-controlled saline flushing. Always blood still backing up in the guiding catheter and clotting, predisposing the patient to ischemic insult and embolism. It's estimated around 66% of patients who undergo neurointerventional procedure today suffer from ischemic insult, so is the cardiac. The second one, there's a risk of continuous blood loss, with up to 4% of patients lose approximately a quarter of their blood, leading to increased mortality rate and readmission rate within 30 days that the insurance company will not pay for it, even though each one costs up to around $70,000. Third, none of these devices currently available offer blood pressure measurement, crucial for patient monitoring during these interventions. So in half of these patients, the operator will need to insert a second arterial line just for blood pressure monitoring, adding 10 to 15 minutes to the procedure and up to $1,100 cost to the hospital. And more importantly, there's today 500,000 procedures that we need blood pressure monitoring for, and we cannot get because of the constraint of time. Introducing the Endovascular, the first pressure monitoring system to allow a controlled saline flushing of the guiding catheter, preventing blood from entering and clotting inside the guiding catheter and bleeding, and thus significantly decrease the risk of embolism. An integrated pressure sensor in the device will allow a continuous blood pressure monitoring as soon as the operator attaches the Endovascular to the guiding catheter, and eliminating and forever the need for second arterial line in endovascular interventions. The device has a significant IP portfolio with 6 patents, 4 already issued. We sent a survey to 40 neurointerventional US-based physicians. 36 of them answered, and 86 of them said they will use the Endovascular when it became available. More importantly, we already have 11 neurointerventionalist investors in the company, testimony to their trust in our solution, and we have a 6 early adopter site ready to do the Endovascular study when the device became available. The market is significant, with a 10 million procedure a year in the US and $820 average sale price per device single use. We reach an 8.2 US TAM. We approximate 20 billion world TAM and 1 billion US sum. There's a real chance for $1 billion plus yearly revenue with only 10 to 15% market share. We reach this estimation with a bottom-up analysis, as you see in the bottom of the slide. However, we reach a very similar number with a bottom-up analysis as well as a top-down analysis, which increase our confidence with the projections. More importantly, the Endovascular will not need a new reimbursement code, since it will be used in patients admitted already under a specific diagnosis, such as heart attack or stroke, that the insurance company already agreed with a specific fund they're going to transfer to the hospital per patient, independent of how much the hospital will pay for this patient. This will allow the hospital to retain the financial benefits of the Endovascular, stemming from either direct cost saving. The device is still 25% less costly than a new arterial line, and the indirect saving by decreasing complications and readmission rate with their costs, and improving clinical outcome. We assembled a research group of advisors, combined, they oversaw 24 different medical device companies, and we signed a favorable contract with our CDMO that stipulates we get the working prototype on October 25, we did, and the final product in July 26, we're on track. Currently, we are raising 1.5 million to have a product-ready device by the fourth quarter of 2026, and allow us publishing the result of the Endovascular study that we plan to start in next August. Following this, either we engage strategic or we raise a Series A $3 million to allow us hire a business CEO and a start soft launch in the US and abroad. Following 2 to 6 quarters of revenue, we're planning to seriously engage a strategic for a possible acquisition, and we're already talking to Stryker. With 10 million procedure now, we feel time is now. And to launch the product, we are looking for a lead investor to join us in this exciting journey to bring the Endovascular to the industry, making these procedures safer to the patient, faster to the team, more profitable to the hospital, and forever eliminate the need for second arterial line and endovascular intervention. Thank you.
Thank you, Firas. Questions? And questions? No.
Tell us about the endpoints of that clinical study. What would you be looking for, and how many patients, et cetera?
Thank you for the question. That's a question I wanted to talk about, but didn't want to waste time with 6 minutes. In the clinical study, we're trying to finalize the number of patients. But we think the patient will be maybe around 100 patients. And we're going to have our device versus the current standard. And we aim a few things. One, to measure the accuracy of blood pressure monitoring using our device compared to the current standard. If we prove our device is as accurate as the current standard, now it's buying it from the hospital perspective is no-brainer. They save money and they save time. Second, and the second day, next day of the procedure, we want to do an MRI of the brain, even if there was a cardiac intervention, especially neurointerventional. If we can show by our study that our patient have less small hit, small embolism to the brain, because they use our device, we became a gold standard. We became a medical legal thing. So why you let your patient increase the risk of stroke instead of using this device? This is the two major ones. The third one, we're going to measure the hemoglobin the day of the procedure in the morning and the next morning. If we can show, and I think this is straightforward, that our patient lose less blood, that will be also a very major add-on to the value proposition of the device.
Thank you. One more round of applause for Firas, everybody.